Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation, we will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Smacked into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
This is another one. It's back to back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. Needs a point, and it's alive. Hansen pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable.
We are all ready to go for game number 2 of our doubleheader this afternoon, featuring the 9-16 Lorain County Community College Commodores and the 16-14 KSU Tuscarawas Golden Eagles, as you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports. Once again, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me today, Bryce Fisher. It's time to see an ace. Dylan Coughlin, a really solid ERA this year, a 3.45 for the Commodores. He gets to start in game number 2. And we are ready to see his first pitch of the day, and it is a strike at 4:04 p.m.
Yeah, Dylan Coughlin's a big boy, lefty, just like we saw last game with the other lefty. I fully expect him to take command in this game. He's got a fastball that's got good ride to it and a breaking ball that's really sharp.
And the key thing to look at him, he played for Amherst Steel High School last year.
Yeah, and they were a couple outs away from winning the big one.
They were maybe a 10 o'clock start away. The 1-1, a light sap off to the right side by Campbell. Has a chance to beat it out, and he will. It's a leadoff infield single for Caleb Campbell, the center fielder. Excellent hustle down the line, and again, that is why you always hustle it out.
Yes, that is. That was a good hustle. That's exactly what you want to kind of get this game started. Create a little bit of traffic, get some foot traffic going, get ahead early.
So now here comes Cohen Larson, the left fielder. You go back to game number 1 today, a 12-10 win for Lorain County Community College. Now 9-16 on the year. The key for them, of course, they won more games now this year than they did all of last year.
Yeah, that's huge. And obviously both teams have had huge jumps and major steps in the right direction this year as there's a ball outside. I think Lorain Community College, though, or Lorain County Community College, is on the right path. I think Coach Solomon is going to lead them in the right direction. I think he's going to be here for quite a few years. I'd look for them to start contending in the next 2 years.
I would have to agree. I think they can easily ascend to the near top of the OCCAC. I feel like if C-Max does his thing as well over at Bryant and Stratton, I think you're looking at 3 juggernauts. Of course, Tri-C in there as well.
I could definitely see it. And Tri-C is always going to be the one that you want to take down if there's a walk.
So the first 2 men are on for Cam Schofield.
Yeah, good job from Cohen Larson, not chasing there, taking his walk, being patient. And now if you're Dylan Coughlin, you need to lock in here, saddle up, get some in the strike zone.
And looking at his defense, pretty much the same exact defense as before. Eckert doing the catching. Holtzman is at first. Sanders at second. Lee at short. Sonneson at third. Tucker, Gonzalez, Grell, left to right, your outfield. First pitch again, low for ball one to Cam Schofield.
I will say the big difference I've noticed is depth between these really good teams, these high-level teams that have been established, and these teams that are trying to build. The depth isn't necessarily there yet.
And you go back a few years for KSU Tusk. When Coach Morozek came in, they had 11 players on roster, and they struggled mightily. Now they have a full roster, and even if they lose this game, they're still 16-15. If they win it, they are 17-14 on the year. And it shows. This is going to be their best ever season in program history, and as we said, they just had three guys sign pro contracts. The first three professional baseball players to come out of KSU Tusk.
Yeah, that's huge, especially for recruiting.
That's your pitch. And speaking of pitches, that one is fouled off. But that is how you get guys to come out to Tuscarawas County, and as we mentioned in the last broadcast, and as Coach Morozek has told us on numerous occasions, it's tough to get kids to Tuscarawas County.
Definitely, and my mother works out there, and she doesn't bring home the best stories. I mean, she's just working as a lottery, but...
And there is strike three, looking a perfect pitch from Coughlin. One down.
Great front door breaking ball. But there's just not a lot to do, and the people are... They're not different, but they're not the normal people you're used to. They live a different life. They don't have cities near them. They don't have that city life going on. You don't have a bunch of franchises in that area. I mean...
It's small town.
Yeah, it's very much a small town feel.
And here comes Jeremy Patchett, chopper over towards third. Sonneson to second, back to first. 5-4-3, double play, and the side is retired. The defense of Lorain County continues to impress in this doubleheader. To the bottom of the first inning we go, scoreless on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Today's broadcast is brought to you by John G. Cloft Consulting. Thank you to the Cloft and Bohannon families for helping to make today's telecast possible. To the bottom of the first inning we go at the Pipeyard in Lorain. No score on SmeeSports as you are watching college baseball. I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me today, Bryce Fisher. Lorain County Community College's defense. That is the talking point right now. Of course, they did allow 10 runs in the last game, but the key, they didn't allow a single run of the 5th, 6th, or 7th, and they keep that going into game number 2.
Yeah, I think they have a chance to keep it going. I think defensively they're very sound. Obviously, there was some traffic there from KSU Tusk. But I think this LCCC team is very, very good defensively.
LCCC, I like it.
I'm trying to shorten the name. It's way too long.
And Carlos Grell, the first pitch he sees, he will sky on the infield. Fultz gets called off by Maine at third, and he will make the grab for out number 1.
That's how you do it as a third baseman. Corner infield guys, you should never let your pitcher catch a fly ball. Should never happen.
And for Dakota Fultz, of course, a strong pitcher on this staff. One of the better guys, as we have seen him have a few extended outings this season, and they will need him to be that guy today against a really strong and dangerous lineup, especially with a guy like Adam Lee right here. This 2-3-4 punch this time, it's Lee, Sonneson, Eckert. All three of those guys went berserk in game 1. And oh, by the way, so did Gonzalez. So your 2 through 5 all had hits, all made an impact. And of course, your number 3 hitter hit a walk-off 2-run home run. And I think it speaks volumes that Lakewood's Twitter account had that video up in around, 10, 15 minutes after it happened?
I don't know how to count.
They love their alum, and it speaks volumes that he has that much of an impact on their program a year removed.
Yeah, it does. It's good to see. There's not a lot of programs that do that. It's hard to keep track of players sometimes, but the really good coaches do that.
And Grant Graves is one of the best, in my opinion. Count out 1-1 as that pitch misses well off the plate. But for Adam Lee from Florida, one of the big gets from Coach Solomon this year. And the key thing for him, you lose a couple of sophomores, but other than that, you bring everybody else back. And that one is off the glove of Walter at short. Nearly another web gem instead. It's another base knock for Adam Lee as he will keep the good times rolling. And that'll set up the big man, Leo Soneson.
Yeah, you're probably not going to give him anything to hit here early on.
You can't. He is just a
to the bat.
different beast.
Sorry.
He's doing it again?
Yeah, I let my thoughts speak there. He does it every time. Every time coming up to the plate, he talks to his bat. I just want to know what he's saying. Can we ask that in the post-game interview?
That might play. That might work. I'll consider it.
I feel like that's a fair question.
I've interviewed him before. I think that's a fair question.
Yeah.
If we do post-game, I'll talk to him about that.
Like, what do you say to your bat?
Who knows? But here comes Leo Soneson, the man of the hour today. First pitch, he sees a strike on the outer edge. And I think he is going to be very selective because he knows if he gets his pitch, he is going to do whatever the heck he wants with it.
Yeah, he knows he's going to get one to drive if they're going to attack him.
And most likely they will try to. The 0-1, that was the pitch, and he cut right through.
Yeah.
And if you're Fultz here, I say you elevate it, high heat.
Yeah, you don't want to let his bat get on plane.
You cannot let him straighten out anything here.
It's got to be down and in, out of the zone, or you're going high heat just barely at the top of the zone.
Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss, 2 down.
Good
Strikeout number 1 today for Dakota Fultz.
Real good breaking ball. That's exactly what you wanted.
And that'll bring up Brady Eckert, another key hitter from the last game. And you talk about his defense. Well, we didn't talk about his defense because you didn't need to.
No, he didn't really have the opportunity to make any plays, and he's very solid defensively.
He had a couple of pop-ups, and we didn't talk about him in pass balls. That's the key. As a catcher, maybe the biggest compliment to your game is not talking about your defense.
Yeah.
It's one of those weird ones. Hey, the best thing is to fly under the radar.
Yeah, unless you're throwing guys out at just an absurd clip.
The 1-0 fouled off, and of course he had that insane at-bat. I mean, 10-plus pitches, fought in there, hung in there, did everything that you could possibly want any batter to do, and he still reached safely on a single.
Yeah, and that's all you're looking for.
Count now 1-1 on the former Mustang. And Eckert gets underneath it, a good drive into left center field. Walter going for it along with left and center. And that ball is going to get down. A chance to open the scoring here, and they will. It is a long hit from Brady Eckert, and it's just enough to open up the scoring. The question is, how will it be scored?
That is a good question. I do not know. Let me pull up their game changer, see what they say.
Could be an RBI double. Doesn't have to be, but either way, it's Brady Eckert putting Lorain County on the board. I'll score it that way. Just blooped it in there. And just like that, the Commodores in front as Lee came around to score. First pitch to Gonzalez, tipped back. And again, you can hear it from up here. The first pitch strike chance.
They rolled a double.
RBI double for Brady Eckert.
The official sort of biased rule book. Or scoring
I don't
book.
hate the call. That was a tough play.
It is.
So I don't hate that call, and I'll say it's an RBI double for Brady Eckert. The 0-1 skips in. So going back to the last game, that is 9 unanswered runs for Lorain County. Down 10-4, and since then, they have plated 9 runs.
Yeah, I have a feeling if we told KSU's coach
A hardliner on the one hop. Walter, he will hop that one in. It's just in time, I believe, on the double hop. And the side is retired, but we'll keep it here during the break. I'll let you go back to that point.
I have a feeling if we told KSU's coaching staff that, they would be fuming. And I don't know who's the primary hitting coach, but he would be definitely getting chewed out and being told, listen, we got to figure something out. You got to talk to your boys, the guys in the batting order, and we got to figure a way to get guys on base and then move them around. This is embarrassing. They need to – I know they're not a true bunting team. You got guys with a ton of power, and Schofield, Patchett, Cohen Larson's even got a little bit of juice, even though he's a little bit smaller.
Ruther, too.
Ruther's got some juice. You got a lot of guys that have juice, but at some point you need to try something. Something has to give.
And looking at Lorain County, if they get the sweep today, how big is that for this program?
That is ginormous. That is beyond huge. I was down there in front of the John, and there's some people talking. I didn't know how else to describe my
That's probably the
location.
best way to describe it.
Yeah. And they were talking about how big it is and how much they've grown, and watching them grow as a team has been incredible. And I thought that was awesome. And I think if they get this win today, that will be huge for the program. It will be momentum building.
And you're looking at 2 big weeks for 2 up-and-coming programs. Lorain County already more wins than they had all of last year. And if they get the sweep today, that's huge for them, as they would win, or not win, they'd just be in double figures with wins. KSU Tusk, most wins ever in a season. Your first 3 players signed to professional contracts. And oh, by the way, you got an NCAA win. That's an impressive week if that happens.
I saw that post. Who was that against?
Franciscan.
Okay.
They ended up splitting those games, and that was the varsity team at Franciscan. I know, of course, when we talk about BW and some other schools for Tri-C and other teams, it's the JV squad. No, that was Franciscan's varsity they beat.
It's impressive.
It really is. The 1-1 from Goglin skips on in. It's Salgado, Ruther, and Walter, 5, 6, and 7 this inning for the Golden Eagles. And, of course, you look out at this weather, it's really a beautiful day as the sun has come out. Grounder over towards Sanders at second, and his throw is on the money for out number 1. But you see this weather, Bryce? Don't get used to it. It is not going to be this nice the rest of the week.
Yeah, I know. I saw there's going to be some rain in the forecast.
I just hope not tomorrow. Did you
I
see
hope
tomorrow's
not.
scheduled game?
No.
We have Marlington and Dover softball. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. You know why that's a key one?
Why?
Marlington has 1 loss on the year, and they have a Creighton commit. Dover is the 3rd-ranked team in the state, and they have 2 pitchers who have pitched legitimate games with a sub-1 ERA.
That's impressive.
And now I see you flip to the camera in here.
No. No.
It happens. It does happen.
My pinky didn't hit that. Could have been me.
Must have been the ghost.
Yeah.
The 1-1 up high for a ball. But that's going to be a fun one tomorrow if we get to play it.
Definitely.
And then, of course, Tuesday you see Carrollton and Alliance. When last time we saw Carrollton, they got run ruled by Marlington, but they avenged that game, and oh, by the way, they beat Berlin Highland. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss, now 2-2.
Berlin Highland's such an interesting team to me. Like,
I think they
watching-
ran out of pitching.
Yeah, watching them in person, though, was interesting.
Fun.
Because it's such a well-rounded team, and you're so impressed. Also, 3 lefties in the outfield is awesome, as that pitch is way up and out. There's so many good parts of their game. It's so bizarre to see a team that is in such a small town be so well-rounded.
It's fun to watch. It really is.
It is.
I hope we do get to finish that game. Here's the payoff pitch as Ruther fouls it away. But you have that Wednesday right now. We could be at Marlington, but the weather light right now says no. Then I think Thursday we're going to be at CVCA as Holy Name comes to town. With the weather, it's still a work in progress schedule. Again, the payoff pitch, and again, it is fouled away.
CVCA baseball?
Yes. They have some great players still.
Yeah, they do.
We saw Gaudio a lot in the summer. Looking forward to seeing what he can do. Of course, you have guys like Lancey still there. I'm trying to think who else is on that roster. A lot of great guys. Again, the payoff pitch. This one skips in for ball 4. And it didn't hit him. This is a live ball. Ruther, he's going to take the turn. He's going to go to 2. And now retreat, and the throwback is high. So in the end, Ruther will stay put, but nearly had second base.
That was a fun one. I don't know if the shortstop needs to be slinging that one.
I don't hate the aggression.
I don't hate it either, but I didn't think there was a great chance. I think Adam Lee might just need to hold on to that one.
I would agree next time. Just stay with it. Don't do anything crazy. Don't be too risky with it. That's the key. And with one down, here comes Owen Walter, the shortstop. And he fouls that one back. Next Friday, I think, we're going to have our first lacrosse game of the season, too. Padua, Canton Central. And Padua, again, looking really good. Trey Gasparo. I forget who it was against, but he had 9 goals recently in a game. Trey is insane. The 0-1 runner goes pitch high, throw down on the money, the tag. It is there, too. Brady Eckert got him. 2 down.
I have absolutely no idea what I just saw. He hesitated like halfway through that steal. I don't know if he thought there was a foul ball, if he thought there was a foul tip. I have no idea what he thought happened there. But that was
now clear, but as well, going back to what I'm sure you're going to say, that was a great throw from Brady Eckert.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a great throw. That is exactly how you teach it when you're playing on turf. You're looking for a one-hop skip right into the bag, boom, boom, lay the tag.
The first time I saw Brady play was the first ever summer baseball game we broadcasted here on SmeeSports 2 summers ago. He walked it off with a throw out behind the plates in a tournament semifinal. End of the game right then and there. It's crazy to think where we were back then. I believe we came into that game with like 30-ish subscribers, and now in the 6,000s comfortably. It's really grateful for all the growth we've had.
We made 6,000?
Yeah, we did. And that pitch is wide for ball 4. But speaking on that, I really never said anything about that. So thank you to all the fans at home for making that possible and helping us achieve our goal. Our next one is 7,500 by the end of this year. It's crazy to think that it's even a realistic metric. I'm just floored, overwhelmed, overjoyed, grateful, whatever you want to say. It's all encompassing. So once again, thank you to all the fans at home. First pitch to Monitor there for a strike.
You get like 50 subs when you cover my game because I'll post it in the group chat. We never posted the game you covered for us last year in our group chat for coaches, which wasn't my fault.
And that one hit him. Monitor got clipped.
That was not my fault.
Which one did I cover?
You covered the...
was it X team?
Yes. Yep. So he never posted that into the group chat. Not my fault. I was there, though, because we played the game after, and I was the bullpen coach for him, which he used so many pitchers that game, so I was constantly jogging. I was also telling the players that you were talking about them. They were like, huh?
Maine, a fly ball off towards the right side. Playable over at first, and the play is made to retire the side. No damage done at the top of the second by KSU Tusk. And when we return, it's Holtzman. It is Frame, and it is Tucker. 6, 7, and 8, 2 up for the Commodores. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring. To the bottom of the second inning we go at the Pipeyard in Lorain. 1-0 your score. It is the Commodores on top of KSU Tusk as you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports. I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me today, Bryce Fisher. Leading it off here, Luke Holtzman for Lorain County. A solid first game and a good first swing, but foul off the batting cages.
Yeah, just foul. As we were going into the break, I was telling Smee, that was the second fly out to the first baseman that B-Main has had today. Just kind of odd that he's that late. I would expect him to be able to get a little bit more on time as these games went on.
It's a tough opponent, it really is. Don't let that record fool you. This Lorain County team, a lot of power. The 1-1 on the inner edge connects, and you mentioned it last game. This isn't really a wide north-south strike zone. This is a wide east-west strike zone.
Yeah, they're not giving a lot up and down. It's been a lot of the chalk.
Swing and a miss on the 1-2. 1 up, 1 down. Second punch out of the day for Dakota Fultz. And that'll bring up Jackson Frame, the DH. And for Frame, a couple of solid at-bats in the last game. Now as the DH. So for the Commodores, looking just to get a base runner on here with 1 down. First pitch, low and out. But it's crazy to think that we've already talked about it a couple of times. Typically, the NCAA, or at least USCA, NJCAA, and Division III seasons, along with, I guess, Division II, they will end the regular season around the first week of May, and we're thinking, hey, we still have a month left in the season. No, we got like 3 weeks left.
Yeah.
The 1-1, a good drive into center field. Campbell, he is not there. It is over his head. And Frame is on double. A nice swing there from Frame just over his head. And that'll help out the Commodore offense.
Came in a little bit before he started going back. It's got to be immediate. Flip those hips. Recognize if you're going in or out, and then break. Just a little bit late. A little bit too late.
And that'll bring up Jaden Tucker, the left fielder. Tucker, one of many sophomores that looks to go on to the next level on this roster, but not too many. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and we've seen all of them today. You saw Schuster on the mound, and then Tucker, Frame, and Sanders. But it speaks volumes that 100% of the sophomores played.
Yeah, it does. It means that they're committed and they're quality players. They're not just there to have a jersey and look cool.
And I think that's the appeal of JUCO. You got a guy in this spring like Leo Soneson. I have a comparison for you. Vinny Gallagher, a guy who also came in from a 4-year in January and lit up the stat sheet his freshman year.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Just opposite corners. The 2-0 just misses for ball 3. And two very solid programs in Division II. Lakewood for Soneson and Oregon Clay for Gallagher.
Yeah, and Clay right now is on fire. And Eckleberry is unbelievable.
I have seen footage of that. 3-0 right there for a strike.
And listen, he's the number 22 player in the country, so I fully expected him to be unbelievable. But the game he threw a couple weeks ago, where it was 40 degrees out and he was up to 94 as there's a swing and a miss there, that was incredible. It's seeing a high school guy.
Was that the one that Pipeyard Scout was there for?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see that.
It is way too cold, and he runs it up to 94 as a high school guy. That is just ridiculous, especially if he caught somebody on the hands.
And the payoff pitch is in the dirt for ball 4, so that will put 2 on for Jacob Sanders.
Like, I know we've always talked about how high school arms are developing, but it's really up north. Arms really hadn't developed because of the cold. It's hard to get outside, throw long distance, create depth. But now with radar guns and plyo balls and whatever it may be, you're able to train more velocity driven on the inside of facilities and gyms and whatever it may be. It's interesting how the velocity has grown north.
And the technology in the game, it has improved drastically. We get here, and one of the first things we're told, hey, I'll be right back. I have to go test the bats.
Yeah, like, it's kind of crazy where you have, I like, having a Rapsodo as a summer ball coach it's not that uncommon anymore. You'll see guys using, I know we were just talking to the owner of Sports Zone about it in Alliance. He's installing technology that allows them to track over 175 metrics on the field.
It's awesome for the game. It really is. In the new sabermetric era. The 1-1 off the plate for a ball. Count 2-1 on Sanders, the second baseman from Columbia Station High School. And, of course, Columbia Station, you look at the lower division, they have something nice building. Logan Mangy, an excellent pitcher.
Yeah, I know they're getting some chatter over there. I've heard some of the guys at Pipeyard talking about them. Saw a couple posts.
The 2-1, a good drive deep to left center field. Plenty of carry, and that one will be tracked down by Campbell in the left center field gap. Excellent hustle to bring that one in for out number 2.
What a grab.
He got on his horse and then some.
Yeah, he got a good jump on that one.
And back to the top of the order we go with Carlos Grell. 0 for 1 so far today.
I love the Latin music on the walk-up, though.
I do too. Good music all the way around, and again, it's a speaker next to us. They do it right here at Lorain County Community College. I am really impressed with their game day operations.
Yeah. What do you think about summer ball teams having walk-up songs?
No. First one's fouled back. I will say, only reason I'm going to mention the name is because I covered him and Cam played with him for a couple of years. A great guy. Jaden Hurt's team, Cotton Candy Elite. They came in with their walk-up songs.
Timeout. Cotton Candy Elite?
Yes. They came in with swagger. They thought they were going to beat us in fall ball. We won. Oh, that felt so sweet.
Man. That's
The 0-1. Swing and a miss.
Cotton Candy Elite is not okay.
That was the team.
That's wow.
You asked the question. I gave you the answer.
I'm kind of disappointed now.
I'm sorry I disappoint you with my baseball background. Here's the 0-2, and they will appeal the answers. No, he didn't go, so we will continue the inning.
I want to know what thought process landed them on Cotton Candy Elite.
It was a fall team.
That doesn't change anything.
Now the 1-2 Grell, a chopper over towards third, and they will say thank you very much. An easy play for Maine, and the side is retired. You talk about Maine popping out to the first baseman a few times. Grell, both outs recorded by Maine at third. Everything goes around. To the third we go. It's Lorain County up 1-0 on KSU Tusk. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring. Today's broadcast is brought to you by John G. Clough Consulting. Thank you to the Clough and Bohannon families for helping to make today's telecast possible. Off to the third inning we go at the Pipeyard in Lorain. 1-0 still your score on SmeeSports, courtesy of an RBI double from Brady Eckert as you are watching college baseball. I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me today, Bryce Fisher. Good day for baseball. Good conversations about where the game is heading and especially where these two programs are heading today.
Yeah, it's definitely been fun.
And I like the games that slow down enough as the first pitch is there for a strike that we get time to actually have a conversation about what's happening in baseball outside of just the game, as there is so much that happens on a daily basis in baseball. And I mean, from the Alliance Canfield game forward, we have had college baseball pretty much every single day. Campbell pops that one up. Could be playable for Eckert, and it is. He will slide and make the catch.
Wow, what a grab.
Brady Eckert is an athlete. One down.
He might claim to be, but who knows? That was a great grab, though.
Excellent slide, got underneath it. Very Yuri Belina-esque from Padua back in the day, and now at BW.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, he had a play very similar to that happened right in front of me at Baldwin Wallace. Immediately, he turned around, pointed, "Where's my post-game interview?"
I would have been like, no.
No, he got one. He got one. That was a really fun moment. That went off the plate for a ball. Definitely looking forward to seeing Holy Name Padua again this year. Should be two good games on May 11th and 12th.
I find good.
I'm not commenting. The 2-0, missing high for ball 3. It's probably going to be Harry versus Chase Martin on the mound in the one game, and that'll be your pitcher's duel.
Did you see what Chase Martin got up to?
No.
Got up to 88.
Nice. 3-0 on the inner edge, connects for a strike.
Yeah, it was 84 to 87, topping 88 like last week or something.
And, of course, his brother is at Mount Union,
Yeah.
Trey Martin. Here's the 3-1 as it is there for a strike. Lower portion of the strike zone. Really the first time we have seen the southern end of the strike zone get expanded.
Yeah, I think everyone was kind of surprised by that. We saw the batters look. Catcher was kind of surprised.
Coughlin's payoff pitch is skied by Larson on the infield over towards second. It's in the sun. But it will be caught by Sanders for out number 2. Way to stick with it.
Yeah, really good job. The sun is a secret killer. There's so many times that it gets you in the infield, and it's tough to hang with. Jeez.
And it's a tough one for coaches. Hey, it's a routine pop-up. Why didn't you get it? The sun, it just really is such an underrated aspect of the game that you have to deal with, especially in summer ball. And beyond that, I know you've already mentioned playing at Dayton, but 100-degree heat with the turf, blazing sun, that's far from a routine play.
Yeah, it makes it real difficult as he's beamed there.
And that'll bring back up Jeremy Patchett, who hit into a 5-4-3 double play his last time up. But, of course, his claim to fame today is that grand slam.
Yeah, but he got one-upped in the end. Man, my English is just going away. It's getting worse and worse.
It's not ideal. First pitch to Patchett there for a strike.
Yeah,
but Dylan Coughlin, he has been great today. Both starters, Schuster and Coughlin.
Yeah, they've been really efficient.
Of course, that one inning, though, did get away from Schuster. Patchett pops it up, and there's the bang. 2 bangs.
Double bang.
Shout out Mike Breen. And I also love how they have the audio for the organ.
Yeah.
We heard Charge a couple of times, too. It really feels like we're at a minor league ballpark, and that's the great ambience of being here. And same with Munson, I would say.
Well, Munson used to be a ballpark for the minors. It was until 2000, I believe it was 2002.
I believe some minor league or even some professional teams did play here at Pipeyard, too, back in the day. The 1-2 to Patchett, a good rip into left field, but caught on a line to retire to the side by Tucker. This Lorain County defense, after allowing a leadoff base hit in the first, haven't allowed a hit since. To the bottom of the third we go. It's Lorain County in a great spot up 1-0 on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Well, welcome back to the Pipeyard in Lorain. Bottom of the third inning, 1-0 your score. LCCC on top of KSU Tuscan. Leading it off, it is Adam Lee, the shortstop.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a day. He's had an okay day at shortstop, but man, his bat has been on fire today.
Back-to-back triples will do that. Folds his first pitch, swing and a miss, a nice breaking ball. And you just continue to hear it from the dugout, that first pitch strike chant.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest keys in baseball. I mean, first pitch strike generally leads to about an out 60% of the time. That's a huge fact.
And that really does tip the scale in your favor. I know, of course, if you succeed 3 of 10 times, you're one heck of a ball player, but that really does give you a really successful rate of 60%. The 0-2, swing and a miss, and that time it does pay off. One up, one down on 3 pitches. Strikeout number 3 today for Dakota Foltz.
Yeah, I mean, that's 1/3 of hitters getting on. If you're letting one guy on every single inning, it's not a bad outing. You can live with that all day.
You can win with that.
You can definitely win with that.
But now here comes Leo Sonis, and he struck out swinging his first time up. First pitch up and in, and I think we're going to see a lot more of that today to Leo Sonison, which I will say, if the game continues to go like this, we might not see it a bunch more because this game could be done quick and we might not see a lot of offense.
Yeah, it's starting to feel like that.
The 1-0, that time it skips in. And right now, Lorain County has 3 hits, one of which was a bloop RBI double. KSU Tusk has 1. And we're almost through the 3rd inning.
It's definitely not going great.
The 2-0, thought about it, but took it for a strike. Now the pitchers, they're looking great.
Yeah, they're looking phenomenal. They're having a great outing, both of them so far.
Foltz back to work for the 2-1. And it will miss. Count now 3-1.
Yeah, just a bit too far out.
Lorain County looking for their 10th win of the season. Sonison swings right through the 3-1, and we are full. Now they still do have one more game at the Pipeyard. That is an 11 a.m. game against Edison State on the 28th. Payoff pitch, Sonison, a good drive deep to left field, and it will be caught. A nice job tracking it down by Larson for out number 2.
Yeah, real good job. Ball's well hit. Caught barrel. You could hear it up here. Just straight at someone. It's unfortunate.
Perfect.
Yeah, we hate a perfect out.
It does, though, happen all the time, unfortunately. First pitch high for a ball. But the next couple of games, you're on the road at Owens. Then on the 19th, you're back home here at 1 p.m. for a doubleheader against Owens. That'll be a key series. The 1-0, a hard grounder over towards third. Main's throw is in time via the tag. And either way, he was out of the base path, and the side is retired. It is a 1-2-3 defensive inning for the Golden Eagles. Through 3, it's the Commodores up 1-0 on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Today's broadcast is brought to you by John G. Cloft Consulting. Thank you to the Cloft and Bohannon families for helping to make today's telecast possible. To the top of the 4th inning we go. Turn down for what? Turn down for a 1-0 game so far. If you love defense, this is your game. Of course, the offense lovers had the first game of the series when we saw a combined 22 runs. For KSU Tusk this inning, though, it is Salgado, Patchett, and Walter. 5, 6, and 7 due up. Kylan's 1-0. Salgado, a fly ball into right field. It has a chance to get down, and it will in fair territory. And he thought about 2, but will hold up in the end. It's a leadoff single for Caleb Salgado, his 4th base hit of the afternoon.
Yeah, they'll play all day. Not the best piece of hitting, but you don't always need it to be.
Given where we are in the game, you just need a run to tie it up.
Yeah.
You don't need your 8-run inning that we saw in game number 1. We just need to see some offense.
Yeah, and especially with the shadow approaching. Once that shadow crosses home plate and gets about 6 feet in front, it's going to become real hard to get offense going.
The bunt is down. Rotheray, nicely placed bunt. The throw to one. It is just in time for out number one. A slow response, but a good throw in the end from Coughlin.
Yeah,
That'll put Salgado in scoring position.
barely was able to hold on to the bag. It's a good job from Luke Holtzman holding on there. That gets a little bit risky.
A risk that time around did pay off. So one down now. Runner at second for Owen Walter. A walk his first time up. The Commodores looking to get out of this inning, no damage done. Of course, this was their bogey inning last game. One ball, no strikes, the counts. Owen Walter looking to provide a spark for the Tusk offense. And it's a pop-up into foul territory on the right side. Now back fair, and Holtzman will bring it in for out number two.
Would play the win there. Just bringing it back into fair territory. Get yourself outside. Track it with the wind.
And, of course, that's one of those that if it goes foul, you don't have to play it, but you should. If it goes fair, you have to make that catch.
Yeah, well, the big thing is don't predict where it's going to end up. Track it with the wind. It'll carry you there. It's not going to move that much in the last 5 feet.
And the tracking is everything, especially with the sun. First pitch to Monard hits the outside of the zone for a strike. Monard reached his first time safely via a hard 90.
Yeah, I think he's about to do damage here.
And the 0-1 will miss. And you go back to last year, remember the Penn State Fayette squad coming along with Dino. Both came along as, of course, the announcement was made that Penn State Fayette would be shutting down at the end of the 2026-27 school year. Monard on the 1-1. Fouls it off. Count now 1-2.
Just got a feeling that Monarch's due here.
Could be.
It's one of those as a coach that you write a guy in the lineup thinking that he's got to be due for one. He's got to be due to drive one.
Where does he put it?
Probably into the field of play.
Swing and a miss instead, and that will do it for the top of the fourth. Strikeout number 2 today for Coughlin gets the job done, and he continues his scoreless gem. 2 hits allowed so far today by Dylan Coughlin. The former Comet is pitching with flair. At the halfway point, same score, 1-0. It's Lorain County on top on SmeeSports. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Today's broadcast is brought to you by John G. Clough Consulting. Thank you to the Clough and Bohannon families for helping to make today's telecast possible. To the bottom of the fourth inning we go at the Pipeyard. 1-0 your score. LCCC on top against KSU Tusk. Folse's first pitch of the inning, high for ball 1. For the Commodores, it is Gonzalez, Holtzman, and Frame. 5, 6, and 7 due up here. But a very, very quick game so far.
Yeah, it has been. It's kind of feeling like the early half of that Berlin Highland game versus Alliance.
It really feels like the calm before the storm. Like we're really close to that one big inning.
You know, I've never understood.
That one's up the middle and into center field. It's a leadoff base knock for Michael Gonzalez. Dakota Folsch just had to hit the deck to get out of the way.
Yeah, it was a great piece of hitting. Way to stay down on it. Little inside-out piece. Flared it a little bit, but that's a base knock. But I've never understood calm before the storm. Because every time there's a storm, they tell me about it for like a week. Telling me that the world's going to blow up and that I have to go get a bunch of toilet paper because that's going to save me.
The calm is the weather seems to be a little too nice or a little too good before it just completely opens up. Bunt shown and popped foul by Holtzman. Hope that helps.
No, it doesn't, because they still yell at me. Like when that blizzard came. Like they were telling me this blizzard's going to be the end of Ohio. And I was like, my gosh, why? What's going on? I got all these hot hands that I forgot I bought. I was so annoyed.
Throwback to one is not in time. And we were coming back from Brunswick at that point. After that great upset from Glenville.
Yes. Before that, though, I stopped at Giant Eagle and got a bunch of hot hands for nothing.
The 0-1. This time the bunt is down the first base side. He's going to try to bait a throw, and it nearly worked, but they will get the outs. I mean, that's not the worst decision. I like that idea to try and see if you throw over or not.
That's the Javi Baez versus the Pirates.
It nearly worked, too.
Yeah, I mean, for Javi, it worked like magic. He managed to get on second base and score the run, but I think since anyone's seen that, they're like, yeah, no, I'm actually not going to tag you. I'm just going to toss it over.
So now Frame steps up. He doubled his last time up, and he will see a first pitch ball off the plate. Once again, join us tomorrow at 5 p.m. Hopefully our game does happen, as it is the Marlington Dukes taking on the Dover Tornadoes. Should be a fun OHSAA softball matchup. The 1-0, it is off the plate for ball 2.
Dover's had a really good baseball program in the past as well. With the Kelleher brothers, they had a really good career over at Dover.
And that went to BW.
Did both of them?
Yes. Cam had class with one of them.
Okay. Probably Nolan.
The 2-0 off the plate for ball 3, and I believe they were both Terriers.
Yes. Yep. I played with Nolan for 2 years. He was a real good dude. I always thought he was a better pitcher than he was a hitter, but then as he hit at BW, he just kept hitting and proved me wrong. So
the 3-0 to Frame will just miss for ball 4. A competitive miss at that.
That's real close.
And that'll put 2 on for Jaden Tucker. We talked about the calm before the storm. Is the calm gone?
I don't know. I don't even understand the saying. Is it an idiom? Isn't that what those are called? I don't know.
Throwback not in time.
I think KSU Tusk needs to lock this down. I think Foltz here has to get this one under control, or LCCC is going to be able to play a few here.
A chopper, but foul. Kind of 0-1. Last time I saw Tucker, he did walk.
Yeah, he needs to force the action here. Be aggressive. Be willing to attack the baseball no matter where it is. He's going to hobble for a second. I have a feeling that caught him on the shin.
And he'll get looked at by the trainer here. But looking at the rest of our broadcast schedule this week, as it's a cramp. But you look at tomorrow, of course, Marlington, Dover. 1 combined loss. That'll be a fun one if we play. Tuesday, Alliance, Carrollton. Carrollton, they haven't lost at home in, I think, 726 days, now 727. 19 straight wins at the Field of Dreams. Of course, that game will be at Alliance. Wednesday, most likely an off day, as it looks like the weather is not going to hold up for Marlington West Branch. Now, that game is preemptively moved to Thursday. That could be our game Thursday. If not, it'll be Holy Name at CVCA Baseball. Friday, Padua, Canton Central Lacrosse. Saturday, Holy Name Shaker Baseball. Then on Sunday, a doubleheader as of right now up at Tri-C for softball, as it is the Tri-C Triceratops and the KSU Tusk Golden Eagles. 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. first pitches here on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. And Bryce, I'm sure you heard all that. We schedule games every day, and I know I've explained this to you before. We do that because we understand games are going to get canceled, and we know that a lot of those games are just not going to happen. So we schedule every day with the hope of getting 4 or 5 games in. And this week somehow, with the exception of Friday, we played every single one, I'm pretty sure.
I believe so. I mean, I wasn't at probably half of
Let's
them.
go through. Where were we Monday?
Probably Ohio.
Oh, Alliance Buckeye, then Alliance Salem, then Marlington West Branch, Berlin Highland Alliance. Canceled when we were 5 minutes away from Minerva High School. Tri-State doubleheader here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So not a bad week.
No, not at all.
For Northeast Ohio, the fact that we played all these games is incredible.
Yeah, it's really impressive for.
What do we call it? 5.5 days successful?
Yeah.
And out of the games, we have 4 this weekend, plus during the week 4. So 8 total games this week.
Yeah. Also looks like we're getting a substitution for Jaden Tucker.
That's unfortunate. And of course, this is all with one crew, which hopefully we'll get a established second crew going very soon.
Now entering the game, number 12, Jacob Kania.
It'll be number 12 coming on for Lorain County. That is Jacob Kania, the freshman from Berea Mid-Park High School. Bryce, you got a story?
Oh, I don't remember it at all. I just checked the box score, and he went 0 for 2 against me in high school. So I have no story whatsoever. He doesn't have much success against me. So I don't.
Because Glen Oak typically does play Mid-Park.
Yeah, it's usually
It's one of those. It's just like the Glen Oak Carrollton game, which is one of those
That-
random games that always
yeah.
happen.
in Maslin. Well, we've played Maslin for.
I think Fitch and Mid-Park also happens quite a lot.
Yeah.
It's one of those weird ones. But 0-1 count on Connie as he comes in, and now 0-2.
We do that though because their access to Baldwin Wallace. We always play a doubleheader at Baldwin Wallace against Mid Park.
The
But-
Fish Bowls, they call it, a nice field.
Yeah, it's named after me.
Not quite.
No, I swear.
The 0-2 swing and a miss. Strikeout number 4 today for Dakota Foltz. 2 down. But Kanye there, of course, with a heavy disadvantage, down 0-1 already.
Yeah, he wasn't in a good position there. You know, being pulled off the bench saying, hey, you got to hit right now and we need you to get the job done. It's never what you want to come into.
And, of course, this is insurance on the line as Jacob Sanders steps in. A fly out to center field. His first time up as the first pitch just misses for a ball. But as always, to stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and TikTok, SmeeSports LLC on Facebook and LinkedIn, and SmeeFest 2024 on Twitter. The 1-0, a good piece of hitting into shallow right field, and it will get down for a bloop single. 1 run will come around and score. It is a big RBI single for Jacob Sanders, and that will make it 2-0 Lorain.
That's a big time. You didn't need anything special. You just needed a base knock to get the job done. And Sanders delivers right there.
Perfect timing all the way around. He just snuck this one in there, too. And you can see it just drops behind Patchett. An excellent relay home. He nearly had him.
Yeah, it would have been close. Maybe if he takes that on a long hop, tries a sweep tag.
But now here comes Carlos Groh. And, of course, at that point, you're not going for the long hop. You're just going for the outs. And the first pitch is up and in. Foltz lost control of that one. As of right now, there is no action in the bullpen for KSU Tusk, but that could be changing very soon, and I would assume Billman would get the nod.
I would assume so.
He is your surefire bullpen guy. Tipped back now, 1-1 the count. He's your pseudo Mason Miller. Because I feel like the difference between those two, if Mason Miller had to go and throw 80 pitches, no. Billman can't because he used to be a starter last year. And in fact, he was a two-way player last year. Now he's just a great bullpen piece.
I mean, Mason Miller started in D3. He wasn't great. But, I mean...
I'm saying more recently.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, it didn't... Yeah, I would agree with that statement.
But Brenton Billman, as good as it gets out of the bullpen. And even Leo Sonneson, if we see him, he has 4 saves in 5 innings. Impressive. Grell, a good drive into shallow right field. It has a chance to get down, and it will. It's an RBI single for Carlos Grell, and that will make it 3-0 Lorain County. He was due, and he finally got his RBI single.
Oh, yeah. And that is just timely hitting right there. That's understanding the situation, understanding what you need to do. You don't need to do anything pretty. Base knocks are what's going to play right now.
And watching it back on the replay, the hustle, he knew exactly what had to happen. And from first to third, Sanders, he got around quick.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to mention that. That's a great read from Sanders. Understanding you got 2 outs, you have to be on third.
And now Adam Lee gets a good piece of it, but foul.
If Sanders wasn't on third there, I would imagine a coach would have been going ballistic on him because you got to be on third in that situation.
And again, if this result holds, if Lorain wins both games and improves to 10-16 on the year, you're thinking of a team that could potentially sneak into the playoffs if they win the conference. Comebacker up the mound, Fultz, Patchett, inning is over. But not before damage was done by Lorain County. They played a pair in the bottom of the fourth. Off to the fifth inning we go. It's LCCC. The Commodores up 3-0 on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Today's broadcast is brought to you by John G. Clough Consulting. Thank you to the Clough and Bohannon families for their part in making today's telecast possible. To the fifth inning we go at the Pipeyard. 3-0 now your score. A strong bottom of the fourth inning from Lorain County, plating a pair. I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me today, Bryce Fisher, as you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports. The boys are still back in town, it looks like.
Yeah, they're still back in town. And now they're charging.
Good combination. Coghlan's 1-0 off the plate for ball two. It's the top of the order after Maine. So 9-1-2 due up for the Golden Eagles.
Now at the plate, number 22, Braden Maine.
And they need to make something happen here quickly. The 2-0 runs inside, and it hits Maine. So the leadoff man is aboard for KSU Tuscan back-to-back innings.
Yeah, now they just got to capitalize on it. Somebody's got to be willing to do the job.
They really have to be
Now,
smart
plate
here.
number 3,
If you think about it, you need 3 runs. You have 9 outs to get it done. And you break it down that way, this game is really, really short.
Yeah.
And I would say you're calm before the storm. You know how it's supposed to rain the next couple of days? You know how nice it was earlier? That's your calm of the storm. Hopefully that answers your question.
No, it doesn't. That saying makes no sense. Same thing with, actually, I'm not going to get into this. I got real heated over this during the holidays. There's just some sayings that make no sense to me.
The 1-1 is high for ball two. Again, this is like the baseball radio banter where you just randomly have a pitch and then the random conversation about what's better, the chili cheese dog or the nachos or something along those lines. Have you seen those reels making fun of it?
Yeah, well, I saw, I can't remember which broadcast it was, talking about how they never seen a guy without his pants down. How it was like, huh? And they were talking about the high cut versus low cut having stirrups or not having stirrups. It took way too long to get to that point, and everyone was just like, "Why? What? What are we talking about?"
In the meantime, time is called. Coghlan after walking a man on. 2 free passes here, and that could mean we do have the call to the bullpen coming. Or at least there will be some action. This is most likely the stall as number 19, Zach Terrell, just ran out there, a freshman from Brookside High School. Not too far away from the other home of Lorain County, where you were this morning, Forefront Stadium. Of course,
You have no proof I was there.
you
Maybe I was
texted me
lying.
saying you were there.
Maybe I was lying.
The proof is in your text. But going back to that, of course, when you exit there, you see 2 names on the sign. You see Avon and then, of course, Sheffield Village, which is where Brookside is.
Yeah. There's also a weirdly named middle school named Sheffield. And I have no idea if it's like saying that's the school district and that's the name of the school, but I was like, that doesn't
Sheffield
make
squared.
Yeah, like that doesn't make a lot of sense. I feel like you could just put one.
Makes no sense. Now here comes Cohen Larson, 2 on, nobody out in his first pitch. He sees is a ball off the plate.
It's kind of like chai tea. Chai means tea, so you're just saying tea.
Never thought of that because I never drink chai tea. Coghlan's 1-0, runs inside for ball 2. All right, Bryce, going back to your PO days, you're in this spot. What are you telling yourself? In a friendly manner.
I mean, probably don't suck. would be the first thing.
Beyond that,
I'd probably go back to 1Q and hyper focus on 1Q. If there's one cue that works for me, like me, it was always glove side staying in my eye line. If I could keep my glove side in my eye line as my head was pointed forward, I was in a good position.
and the 3-0 misses high for ball 4. The bases are loaded on free passes. And that'll bring up Cam Schofield. If the pitcher was warm, you make the call. He's not warm, so you don't. Is that where you're at?
Oh, yeah, and this is when you tell your pitcher on the mound, say, hey, maybe pick off a few times, step off a few times, maybe catch your breath, maybe sneeze violently, just something.
But right now, he needs to find some strikes. Otherwise, he's at risk and nearly did bring in a run on a free pass.
I mean, a different reason for stalling, but in the summer, we were getting close to a time limit again, and we didn't want to get to the top of the order against the team, so I stood out there and I talked to my players about what they were getting for dinner after the game.
The 1-0 off the plate again for ball 2. That one was close, but again, as you've said, we haven't seen an expanded north-south zone.
Yeah, it's been an interesting zone. It's been wider rather than tall.
The 2-0 Coughlin hits the strike zone.
Ooh.
I thought that one nearly hit him.
Yeah, I don't think Schofield liked that one. Now he's checking with the dugout.
I kind of thought it hit him where he should have taken his base, but it didn't. So a 2-1 count now on Schofield. A chance for KSU Tusk to change this game down by 3. As Schofield takes strike 2. And I get waiting for your pitch, but you're at the point you saw the strike, you have to attack again.
Yeah, I would imagine. I think you got to get into attack mode here. A little bit of kill mode.
Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Coughlin looking for out number 1. Instead, Schofield, a pop, and it is just over the second baseman. It's an RBI single for Cam Schofield, and that will put KSU Tusk on the board in game number 2. Just, and I mean just over Sanders' head.
Yeah, just barely gets over him there. Drops in nicely, but that's exactly what you needed to do. You don't need anything pretty. You don't need to send a baseball to the moon like Artemis.
And we'll watch it on the replay. I mean, just over. And now Coach Solomon, he will go and talk to his starter. And that is going to do it today for Dylan Coughlin. 1 earned run, not too much damage, but the damage still can be done here. Coming out of the bullpen, it is Zach Terrell, and we will see him when we return. 3-1 your score, Lorain County on top by 2, but KSU Tusk within striking distance here in Lorain. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. The call to the bullpen has been made. Zach Terrell is now on the mound for Lorain County and the top of the 5th. I know, Bryce, you don't know the term. You don't understand the term. But the 1-0 game was a facade. It was the calm before the storm, and the offensive storm is about to really roll in for a second time today.
Yeah, there's a chance that KSU Tusk can blow this one open here and get back into it, take a lead. We got Terrell in, Zach Terrell. from Lorain, Ohio. Went to Brookside, like we were talking about a little bit ago. He's got the pink glove, just like me. So I trust him. He's going to get out of this bases loaded, no out jam because he wants to.
And I will say again, that run interrupts an 11-0 run between both games of scoring for Lorain County. They scored 11 runs in a row. But here comes Jeremy Patchett. Last time bases loaded, and Fuego. Grand slam.
Yeah, he's been hot today.
A 1 count on Patchett, who in this game has hit into a double play and has flown out to left. Patchett takes the 0-1, and again it's there now 0-2 the counts. Tying run is at second base for the Golden Eagles. A chance for Jeremy Patchett to continue solidifying his KSU Tusk legacy. A chopper off towards the left side. This could be trouble. They will throw across the diamond, and it is in time for out number 1. But Patchett still does his job and drives in a run, make it 3-2. And the tying run now stands at third for KSU Tusk.
Yeah, that's a job well done. That's all that mattered.
And now Caleb Salgado has his chance to leave his mark on the game. A big opportunity at that for the Golden Eagles. 2 runners in scoring position. 3-2 ball game, 1 down. Terrell's first pitch missing in the dirt. As well, looking ahead to the end of our broadcast, make sure you stick with us after our final commercial break as we will announce our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. The 1-0 again skips in. And for the Commodores in the bottom of the inning, it's Sonneson, Eckert, and Gonzalez. Arguably 3 of their top 4 hitters today. I think you make a case that Lee is top 3.
Yeah, definitely some of their hottest.
The 2-0 lobbed high. After Salgado, it turns over to Jagger Ruther, who also has plenty of power behind his swing.
Yeah, they're looking to do damage here. In this situation, you got 2 guys in scoring position trying to dry something so they both can get in.
3 balls, no strikes on Salgado. And there is strike 1. But that's one you have to take 10 times out of 10. Unless you have the absolute green light, which right now I don't think you do.
It depends on who it is. If I trust them enough, I'm letting them fire.
And that pitch is high for ball 4, so the bases are loaded again. And here comes Jagger Ruther.
It's a dangerous spot.
So far today in this game, a walk, a ground out, but he was caught stealing.
Yeah, and I think there was something happened there where he hesitated. I'm not exactly sure. I think he probably had a good enough jump that he could have got in safely. But it was also a
He
heck of a
hesitated.
throw.
That's
Yeah,
what happened.
Heck of a throw by Brady Eckert. I don't know what he hesitated on, though.
Thought about the delay too late. 0-1 count on Ruther. And now 0-2. 2 great pitches from Terrell.
Yeah, he's got to find a way here.
You got to put this ball in play. Of course, the double play ball is there, but you can't go down at the plate.
No, that can't happen.
The 0-2, Ruther up the middle. To short second, now to first, and it is in time. It's a 6-4-3 double play, and the side is retired. You had to put the ball in play, but Lorain County's defense once again stands tall. They have made so many clutch plays when it matters most.
Yeah, they really have. Their defense has been phenomenal.
And you'll see it again on the replay. Again, perfect all the way around, and they knew that if they didn't get that out at first base, the game was tied. But they holds up in the end. KSU Tusk, they still plate 2 in the top of the 5th. Now it's the defense's turn to hold down the fort. 3-2 your score, middle of 5 in Lorain. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. It's Leo Soneson stepping in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th for Lorain County Community College, up 3-2 on KSU Tusk, as you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports. I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me today, Bryce Fisher. Already a big day for Leo Soneson. Even when he has not reached safely, his swings, powerful.
Oh, yeah. He's been real well at the plate. He's also had a great glove. He's done a great job with the glove today.
Of course, had those two strong lineouts over at third. The 1-0 up and in. After Soneson, it is Eckert and Gonzalez. So 3, 4, and 5 this inning for the Commodores. And they need to find some insurance again after allowing 2 runs in the top of the inning.
Yeah, they definitely need. They at least want to match that. Get 2 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. Feel a little bit more comfortable.
Here's the 3-0, and it is right down Broadway for strike 1. Of course, school baseball coming to a close soon, but after that, it's time for summer ball. Not too far away as that one is fouled back.
Yeah, getting tournaments to release schedules. You got postseason bracket predictions coming out. All of the above, along with NFL drafts coming up, man.
Payoff pitch is off the plate for ball 4.
The NFL draft is coming up. I made my mock draft. It looks horrible. I don't think I'm going to do very well, but
Yeah, now we're on plate.
My question is, who do you have the Browns taking?
I don't know. Let me find out. I don't remember.
I have Carnell.
I don't think I did, but maybe I did.
But with the leadoff man on, here comes Brady Eckert, the catcher, an RBI double and a ground out so far for him in game number 2. And Eckert gets a good piece of it foul. And again, the first pitch strike chant is brought out. Do you have to log into a site to find it?
Mm-hmm.
I guess stand by. An 0-1 count here on the catcher. Full sets and deals. A hard chopper but foul. Quickly an 0-2 count. Once again, thank you to everybody over here at Lorain County Community College for allowing us to come in to broadcast today's doubleheader. It's been a very enjoyable day of baseball here at the Pipeyard. The 0-2 skips in.
Real question is, what is my password?
I don't think that any of us here would be of help in that category. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. A good pop from Eckert into right field and down for a base knock. Another great piece of hitting from Brady Eckert. You talk about a strong afternoon. He fits the bill.
Yeah, he's had a real good afternoon. Got a couple guys. He's been real sound behind the dish as well. Outside of getting that one guy thrown out. He's very, very sound all around. I think he's going to have a potential to have a really good sophomore year, especially if he puts on a little bit of weight.
And then from there, somebody is going to get a gem in the portal. So now here comes Michael Gonzalez, the center fielder, as he will show bunt. Bunt foul down the left field line.
I got them taking Spencer Fano.
I don't hate that one either.
I got Carnell going to the Giants a pick ahead.
Okay. What's your top 10?
Fernando, Arvell, Sonny Styles, Jeremiah Love, Carnell Tate, Spencer Fano, Ruben Bain, David Bailey, Mansour Delane, and Caleb Downs.
Is 10 Washington?
No, 10 is
We'll get back to that one in a second. Gonzalez gets the bunt down. Throw to 1 is wide. Patchett can't get it, and that will bring in a run. Soneson able to come around to score from second, and that'll make it 4-2 Lorain. And you can hear the fans beneath us. They are lit up.
Oh yeah, they're fired up right there. That's a real good job. That's exactly how you run the bases. That's why, man, bunting is so effective. It will get teams all the time. It will give them trouble. But number 10 is Cincinnati.
Okay.
7 is Washington.
Now I've seen the Downs to Washington pick quite a lot. Bunt shown. The bunt is down. They will bring the runner home. He will score. Throw to 1 that time is in time for out number 1. But Eckert comes around to score, and the 2 runs allowed in the 5th have been replicated. Now 5-2.
It's a debt repaid. You give us 2, we get 2.
And it could be more for Lorain County, as of course they still have a runner in scoring position, as that'll bring up Jackson Frame.
Now at the plate, number 8, Jackson Frame.
A double and a walk so far today for Frame. But this is a big opportunity for Jackson. First pitch nearly hits him. Already a double to his name in game number 2.
Yeah, Fultz definitely needs to get a little bit more in tune, maybe take a breather. I don't think a mound visit would be the worst thing right now.
Coaching staff or Ruther?
Ruther.
I would agree. The 1-0. Frame well underneath it. Skies it on the infield. Ruther calls it off, and he will make the play for out number 2.
It's a good job. One of the hardest plays for a catcher to make.
I would say the hardest. Far from an easy play, and that will bring up Jaden Tucker. Or rather, no, Tucker got taken out, as that will bring up Kenya, excuse me. So Jacob Kenya now steps
Now
in.
at the plate, number 12, Jacob Kania.
So Kenya has a runner at second with 2 down. Hard grounder over towards short. Picked up by Walter on the run. A one-hop in at Patchett stretches just in time. And the side is retired. What a stretch from Jeremy Patchett. Do you think he stayed on?
You know, I wish I could tell you. I have no clue.
An excellent stretch, though, from Jeremy Patchett gets them out of the inning. To the 6th we go. As you said, a debt earned and a debt repaid. 5-2 your score. Again, LCCC up 3. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring. Welcome back to the Pipeyard. Top of 6, 5-2 your score. And a swing and a miss there from Owen Walter. But if the result holds, you look at this Lorain County team, 10-16 on the year. Doesn't sound too bad for the Commodores.
No, not at all.
8-33 record last year. As somebody's yelling something. I think the parents are going at it now. That one of the dirt now 1-1 the count. I think we're both intrigued here, aren't we?
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what is going on.
The 1-1, a good drive deep to left field, and it will get down just in front of the warning track. And this will be extra bases for Owen Walter. It is a stand-up double to get things going in the 6th. What a great swing there from Owen Walter. Talk about a spark to the offense.
Yeah, it's a great job from Owen Walter. It's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Number 26, Jackson Monarch.
And now that'll bring up Jackson Monard, a hard 90 and a strikeout to his name so far. But a chance again for KSU Tusk to battle back in. And he will foul off the first pitch.
Yeah, he's looking to try to go opposite field, right center gap here.
And now again, it looks like Billman is warming up in the pen for KSU Tusk. The 0-1 swing and a miss, and even from up here, you can hear that grunt.
Yeah, he's trying to hit this ball hard. The pitcher's trying to gas him up here.
Trying to give it everything that he has left. There is nobody else warming up, though, in the bullpen for Lorain County. Monard gets a piece of it, flies it into shallow center field, and it will be caught for out number 1. A nice job charging in by Gonzalez.
Yeah, Gonzalez caught that real deep into his chest. That's a scary one for a coach, because they lose sight of the ball for half a second. You don't know what can happen.
Could get down. A number of things could obviously go wrong. With one down, that'll bring up Braden Main, the third baseman. A hard 90 and a pop-out so far today.
Number 4, Alex Beers.
Actions to go to Alex Byers. So he will sub in for Main. This could be a pinch hit. This could be a defensive change, too. But Coach Moroza going to his bench for the first time in game number 2. The first pitch he sees, he waves at and misses. 0-1 count. Runner at second with 1 down here in game number 2, a 5-2 score. Byers takes another strike.
Hey, he needs to pull the trigger here.
And I feel like we've seen that a lot today. A lot of 0-2 counts just taking pitches.
Yeah. Yeah, and coaches go crazy over that.
Here's the 0-2, and Byers will foul it back. Especially at this point, as this will probably be his only at-bat. And besides, you just brought him in for one of your captains.
Yeah. You need him to perform.
At least a ball in play. Again, the 0-2. This time a weak chopper off towards the first base side. And there is out number 2 with a clean flick from the pitcher.
That'll definitely work. That moves him.
So run number 3 now 90 feet away. As that'll bring us back to the top of the order with Caleb Campbell. Looking ahead to the bottom of the inning for Lorain, it is Sanders, Grell, and Lee, 9-1-2. First pitch off the plate for a ball.
I believe that's another substitution. Is that Caleb?
That is number 3, Caleb Campbell.
Okay. I don't know why it looks different.
Couldn't tell you. Terrell takes his time before the 1-0, and he will connect. Count now 1-1.
I swear that's a different helmet, but
Could be.
I could be crazy. There's always a chance.
Could be.
Could be.
The 1-1 will bounce on in.
You never know.
Indeed, you never know.
Ever think about how many people you walk by the streets that might be crazy?
I don't think I want to think about that.
It's a lot more than you would think.
Here's the 2-1 as that nearly clips him on the shoulder. In the on-deck circle after it is Cohen Larson.
Yeah, I think that's the guy they want to get it to. Find a way to get on base here, walk, hit by pitch, whatever it may be, get it to Cohen Larson.
And that will be a strike. Ooh. That one nearly hit him.
Yeah, I mean, he gets close to the chalk, he plays with it, but I thought that one was definitely on the inner half.
Same here. Here's the payoff pitch, and that one is a clear ball.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get much debate there.
So that'll put runners at the corners for Cohen Larson. And as you said, arguably the guy they want to get up. Get at least one run across here, maybe 2. But keep it close. If Lorain County can pull away in the bottom of the 6th, your comeback effort in the top of the 7th is going to be very, very lofty. And of course, right now, if you're Lorain, you're playing for the series sweep today. But you did lose game 1 by 3 on the road in Bowerston.
Yeah, which obviously that's not what you want, but you got a chance to make up for that today.
The 0-1 in the dirt and blocked by Eckert. Count now 1-1. But again, these guys have worked so hard. They've been here pretty much since 10:30 this morning, even before that. They want to walk out of here with the win. Eckert throws down. It's going to be close. Not in time. Eckert thought that he got out of the inning. And I thought he did too.
I don't know. It was close. That tag might have been just behind him. I'm not even sure if he got the tag off. Just because he was pretty far forward. I think he was expecting the runner to break and was going to try to make the play at home.
The 2-1 able to find the zone again now. 2-2 on Cohen Larson. 2 key runs are in scoring position. This is KSU Tusk's chance. And they will have another full count, 3-2.
Yeah, now you got to bear down. It's one of those where you got to trust your guy. Trust his instincts.
One of the biggest pitches of the afternoon. Terrell's payoff. Swing and a miss. The side is retired. Strikeout number 1 today for Terrell. Gets the Commodores out of the inning unscathed. What a pitch and what a defensive stand. To the bottom of the 6th inning we go. Score remains 5-2. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Koha Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.cohut@twfg.com. Cohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Welcome back to the Pipeyard, bottom of the 6th inning, 5-2 your score. LCCC on top of KSU Tuscan. Game number 2 of our doubleheader. Again, the storyline today, Lorain County getting their 9th win of the season, and that will officially give them more wins than they had all of last season.
Yeah, that will be huge for this program.
Huge for Jake Solomon in regard to recruiting. And of course, he paid his dues. 2 years as an assistant at Tri-C, and before that, a stint at St. Ed's. And of course, during that time, got to coach players like Daniel Tome.
Yeah, who's a phenomenal player, along with a lot of other guys.
The 1-1, tipped foul. And I think their paths would have potentially intersected. I can't confirm for sure, but a chance that a freshman Grant Lashutko was coached by Coach Solomon.
Yeah.
I would assume that was the case.
Also, possibly an older Grant Wilson.
The 1-2, a good drive into right field, and it will be caught by Schofield for out number 1. A good piece from Sanders, but not enough to beat the right fielder, and that'll send us back to the top of the order.
Now coming up to bat, number 14, Carlos Grell.
And it'll stay with Grell as he'll come up for the 4th time today. An RBI single his last time up. A much-needed base knock for Grell. He got the job done, and going back to Garrett Morgan, what a revitalization they had.
Yeah, they've really been able to, so we get a ground ball to the right side.
And here comes the throw across the diamond. It's high, but the tag is there for out number 2.
Sorry, I guess that's the left side if you're looking at it from this perspective. Still stuck thinking like a pitcher. It's to my right.
And that is Comhorse now at 3rd in place of Bain.
But yeah, they've done a really good job of improving their program. I mean, a lot of teams in Ohio have improved their program. It's much more competitive this year than it has been past years.
And that's all you want to see. And I think the more that these Senate League schools grow, the better and better you're going to see baseball up there. And there's a chance that one day, if they play their cards right and invest the right way, Senate, Old LEL, you name it, could look like basketball in the baseball sense. That throw across the diamond just in time. A nice throw from short ends the inning on a nice stretch from Jeremy Patchett. Lorain County, they go in order. Last chance for KSU Tusk, down 5-2 as we head to the 7th. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. The call to the bullpen has been made by the Lorain County Community College Commodores, specifically for their closer. Already 4 saves on the year, going for another one here. It is Leo Soneson, a perfect 0.00 ERA on the year, and we've already seen him be electric today.
Yeah, he hit that walk-off. He's done a great job at the plate, a lot of hard-hit baseballs. He's a very, very good player. I imagine he's got the right mindset coming into this one, probably going to shut this down.
Of course, a part of one of the best pitching staffs in Lakewood Ranger history, if not the best, with a 1-2 punch of Logan Ellis and, of course, Leo Soneson.
Yeah, it was tough to deal with those two. And we got to face them, actually, I realized. My senior year, we faced them about a week into the season. It was so cold. They beat us 5-3, but
I mean, they beat Ignatius this year. They're looking really, really solid. And again, we hope to see them in action. I think twice. We have them scheduled twice, which game 1 is Friday night under the lights on May 1st against St. Ed's. Game 2, 2 weeks later at 4:45. I'm excited for this one. Lakewood, Padua. Right now, that might be your game of that week. It's going to be a great matchup.
yeah. I was thinking about St. Ignatius because I knew they were struggling. I didn't know how badly they're struggling, and now that I look at it, they're struggling.
Oh, and speaking of what I mentioned earlier about Triplet going yard at Lakewood, it was Jackson Anthony, the other one who went yard from St. Ignatius. But leading it off here for the Golden Eagles, it is Cam Schofield, followed by Patchett and Salgado. Leo Soneson already one walk-off today, looking to seal the deal here in the 7th for the Commodores in game number 2 to earn the sweep. Schofield gets well underneath that ball, a skyer out towards right, and it is caught for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's what you call efficiency.
Yeah, that is. It's exactly what you needed from your closer.
And now that'll bring up Jeremy Patchett. But for Leo Soneson, this is where you go out here and show a four-year university what you have to offer. And again, the swing, it's Mac.
Yeah, it definitely is. And he's got the potential to do so. You just got to show some of the intangibles.
And he was a January transfer, too, and he's earned this much game time and this much trust from Coach Solomon. And I'm sure part of that does help, considering the fact that they would see St. Ed's every year.
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, some of those recruiting pathways now have been really impressive just because of coaches moving plus players moving. You get a lot of that happening, especially in college sports. It's been really popular.
And for high school, you saw a bunch of the Akron East kids leave when Chad Hazard went from Akron East to Barberton. And the 1-1 is followed back by Patchett. And we saw that team last year in the playoffs that beat Alliance. I mean, it happens at the high school level, but it's more acceptable and way more common at the college level.
Yes. Because there's so many rules at the high school level that make it a little bit interesting. But
1 ball, 2 strikes. And that pitch is off the plate. Count now 2-2.
it's getting looser now with the I can't remember. He just transferred to my sister's old high school. He's the #1 player in Ohio, I believe.
Oh.
Something Brown. He's committed to OSU, but he was the one that helped with the lawsuit that achieved NIL for high school athletes. So,
From Wayne High School, correct?
yeah,
at Huber Heights?
Yes, I can't remember where though. Or what's his name? Oh, it's something Brown, I think.
I'd have to look it up.
I would too. I don't
But a full
remember.
count here on Patchett, 3-2, and RBI ground out his last time out. Soneson's payoff pitch, a chopper over towards third. Here comes Carlos Grell, and his throw is on the money. 2 up, 2 down. And Lorain County is 1 out away from earning their 10th win of the season.
Yeah, that would be huge for them. I imagine they're getting fired up. They're probably going to be coming out of that dugout fired up and loud.
And now the drum roll being played. But they've earned this. They've earned this rise. They've earned every bit of success. And I'm excited to see where this program goes. They have the right infrastructure, whether it be with Coach Solomon or with the administrative staff at Lorain County Community College. They're going to be big time in a couple of years, maybe even in the playoffs this year if they play their cards right. The 0-1 to Salgado is there, now 0-2 the count, and just like that, the Golden Eagles are down to their final strike.
Yeah, and you got to hunker down and find a way to put something in play. You cannot go out here.
KSU trying to keep this game going. Soneson looking to seal the deal. Salgado, a drive into left center field. It is called off by Gonzalez, and he will book it. Lorain County Community College gets the sweep, winning game number 2, 5-2. What a day at the office for the Commodores.
You can hear the parents going nuts. What a day for the Commodores. That was a great job all around both games. Extremely efficient, understood what they needed to do to win today.
And you talk about a school that has earned this completely. They have been through so much to get to this point. Again, 8-33 a season ago, and they walk out of this weekend 10-16 on the year. Look out for Lorain County.
Yeah.
They are on the rise. They are going to be big very, very soon. 5-2 your final in game number 2. We'll wrap it up and announce our CrossFit Strongsville player of the game when we return to the Pipeyard as you are watching college baseball on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring. Welcome back to the Pipeyard here in Lorain. 5-2 your final in game number 2. LCCC knocks off KSU Tusk. Once again, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me today, Bryce Fisher, your player of the game in game number 2. Caught a runner stealing. Along with that, went 2 for 3 today with an RBI. Brady Eckert is your CrossFit Strongsville player of the game, and it's fitting that the Mustang gets an award with his hometown in the name.
Yeah, obviously had a really good game. Obviously, Leo had a phenomenal game. Both of them were great. Both games, it was a team win, both sides. It was really impressive how the pitching staff handled themselves in the first game. Second game, they handled themselves equally well. Defensively, super sound, and the bats were really good all day. And Eckert got that RBI and went 2 for 3. What a day for him.
On the mound, Coughlin did good. Terrell as well. Sorensen the save. He is nasty all the way around.
Oh, yeah, he's a very, very good player. He's going to find himself a nice home at a 4-year.
As well, KSU Tusk, they didn't look awful today. One of the key players, of course, Jeremy Patchett with that grand slam again in game number 1. You see why he went pro, or is going to go pro along with Brenton Billman and Caleb Salgado.
Yeah, he's got the ability. Obviously, some things need to be cleaned up here and there, but he's a very good player. He's going to be a very good player for a long time, and I imagine he's going to have a nice little pro career.
Really should, and as we toss it back down to the field to close it out today, one thing is clear about this Lorain County Community College team. They are going to do things very, very soon. They are going to be good. Look out for them. Some of these kids, they're going to do great things, not just at the community college level, but as well they are going to do some good work at the collegiate level, Division II, 1, or even the pro level. To stay up to date on all the games we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and TikTok, SmeeSports LLC on Facebook and LinkedIn, and SmeeFist 2024 on Twitter. As well, go down below and subscribe. Well, there is no added cost. It greatly helps out all that we do here at SmeeSports as we cover the best of the Cleveland and Stark County areas. Some big games coming up this week. Marlington Dover softball tomorrow. Alliance Carrollton baseball on Tuesday. Could be a game Wednesday, but that is still TBD. On Thursday, it is probably going to be Holy Name and CBCA baseball. Friday, it is going to be Padua, Canton Central, lacrosse. Saturday, Holy Name Shaker Heights baseball at Ron Model. And then next Sunday, most likely going to be at Tri-C again as the Triceratops take on KSU Tusk in softball. And as well, if you want to become a broadcast sponsor, our information is on your screen as to how you can get involved with that. But that'll do it for us here today at the Pipeyard. 5-2 your final in game number 2. A strong win for the Lorain County Community College Commodores. For Bryce Fisher, I am Nathan Smee saying so long from the Pipeyard, and we will see you again next time. And as well, one final word of thanks goes out to Lorain County Community College for hosting us today, as this has been college baseball on SmeeSports.